two for half a pound, and you said, "Oh, sweet Joe Harper, Saturday morning again."
We've said it time and time again, but I think after showing last week what we can do live on video, one take, we pretty much secured ourselves as the best damn Saturday show to ever hit the broadcast.
Without competition, too. That's the best part.
Why do you have to bring that up?
We're the best.
I would like to think that
We're
people
monopolizing the market.
Just getting there early.
Exactly.
How you
Welcome
doing?
to the Saturday show.
My new TV stars. Yeah? Lots of mail.
Yeah.
I did. Yes. How you feeling after 1 week of a lot of hits on YouTube?
Great. How many hits were there?
We're averaging about 1,200 a day.
Seriously?
Wow.
That's a lot of hits.
These aren't all Chinese pod users. We didn't have that many users.
It's actually me.
I mean, we do. I just...
Thanks.
It's me at home with the beer
revealing
just
that.
going, refresh, refresh, refresh. We've got a lot going on. As you can see in the studio, we are joined by what has to be, I've said it time and time again, we've played them before on the show. Cold Fairyland is here joining us. Lindy and the people of Cold Fairyland, how are you?
你好.
Thank you very much for coming in. They're going to be doing a performance. They've actually got a new CD coming out, and they are beautiful. And we've
没错.
It's one thing, I think, to play them, but it's another thing actually to see them. So we're going to be doing that. What else do we have? I've got a lot of stuff here.
We do, but you know what? We have to keep it to 20 minutes. So
that's right. We got
time
cut
for our
off.
intro
20
today.
分钟.
Yeah.
Yes, Jenny.
I don't know what ice cream has to do with that, but okay.
20分钟.
Yeah, so we've got to keep
So let's
it.
just get started.
Okay, can I do it really quick?
No.
Really quick?
不可以.
Okay, one-word ones.
Okay. Western girls, Eastern boys.
Thongs,
Kenny G. Chopsticks.
cat.
Yahoo.
Family.
Cold Fairyland. Done.
Chongqing.
Now that is a truncated intro.
Great.
Yeah, we do actually have to. Can you keep an eye on the time, though?
Sure.
Because I can't see it from here. Ginny's lovely head of hair, which we can now show, is in the way. Don't move. It looks nice. Okay.
I can't see it either, so you guys start.
Where are you going? You're wasting precious tape.
Keep talking.
Now she put us on the spot. All right, we'll
Here,
go
I'll
with you.
just start.
Go ahead. What do we got?
If you've ever checked out the Chinese Pod Cafe Press store, that's where we sell the mugs with the cafe, with the Chinese Pod thing.
Right.
And I put a thong up there now, too.
Oh,
And not
serious?
not the shoe
Not
variety.
flip-flops.
Flip flops.
So if you want some underwear with Chinese Pod logo on it, you can get it now.
Well, I think with the Cafe
I think
Press.
it's-
It's barely enough for the logo, I think.
I think with the Cafe Press, we have the nice hand holding. It's kind of who are we going to pick to model? I pick Ryan the intern.
Ryan the intern.
我也是.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll tell him when we leave today. Bring
Ginny,
the
I
news to him.
don't know why you're bringing that up, but okay. Okay, speaking of Chinese Pod products, we
Right.
are officially a big deal. Why are we a big deal now?
不知道.
You don't. You don't know why. We have our name on chopsticks.
Yes.
There is
do.
now a man producing chopsticks for the Saturday show, the Chinese Pod chopsticks.
Yeah.
I totally missed that
I'll turn
story.
that down.
All right, so Mike, he's one of our Saturday Show listeners.
He is.
He found a site that will personalize chopsticks. He heard about Eric's charity project
Yes.
in the
Jakarta?
Jakarta. And so he's producing these chopsticks. He's sending them to us, and we can sell them or do something, a contest or something, and try and raise money to give it to your fund.
So it's like
Isn't that great?
over
太好了.
over 500,000 downloads per week. Yeah, that's okay. We go massive on YouTube. Yeah, that's all right. We're ridiculously good looking.
Modest.
Sure. But my mom is going to be so proud when my name is on a chopstick.
Finally. You make her
Exciting.
proud.
This has finally come true.
So if anyone has any great ideas for how we can distribute these or sell them or whatever, just give us a shout.
yeah, I like that. Speaking of people giving us gifts, I do need to bring up who was it? I want to say his name's
Brent.
Brent.
from Austin, Texas, my hometown, bringing in some proper hot sauce because it is the summer of the grill. We brought a lot of grills in.
烧烤. 烧烤, Barbie.
Barbie, is that it? Yeah. So special thanks to Brent from Austin, Texas. Good people down there bringing us in some gifts.
And 3 T-shirts.
Where's
Mine was tie-dyed.
okay?
And mine was tiny and pink.
And
Yeah, this is outside.
If anybody, obviously from last week's comments on the blog, is in need of new T-shirts, kind of thinking it's me actually. So I could do with all three.
That's true.
Yeah, some stuff like that. Okay, good to know. We've got chopsticks. Something I forgot about last week was that Rob Ant, I believe his name is. That's his blogging name.
Rob
set
Ant.
up a Chinese Pod user group. The name of that user group should be subtitled on the screen right now because I'm afraid it's a Yahoo
this
group.
space.
Yeah, watch. It should be right
There.
here.
右边, 这里.
Yeah, so be sure
Great,
and
sign up for that.
and check that out. Cool. All
While
right.
we're talking about listeners, why don't we have the shameless listener of the week?
Go on then.
He's almost as young as Will, 14 years old.
14
And
岁.
is this going to put you to shame or what? He's learning 7 languages.
Seriously.
Yeah.
是澳大利亚人.
是的，对，
布里斯
from
本
Melbourne.
墨尔本
We're speaking Chinese now.
You're really
We're
excluding
trying
me
to
from the
bring
conversation.
more Chinese culture to this show. Anyways, his intro is really brief, so I'll just read his words. Hi, my name's Matt. I'm a 14-year-old dude from Melbourne, Australia. I love languages. I'm learning German, Chinese, Irish, Hawaiian, Japanese, Greek, French, Spanish, Korean, and Russian.
and Hawaiian.
Hawaiian. Not only that, he has a blog chronicling his language
Journey
learning.
into the language of 7.
And you can check that out. We're going to put it on the bottom of the screen, but didn't
Here
print on
too.
here.
这里
Should be there.
Somewhere.
Anyways, I'm trying to learn them all. I love Star Wars. Can you ask Jenny how to say Star Wars and may the force be with you in Chinese?
Okay.
星球大战
That's Star Wars?
大战
Star Wars
Okay, again, it was...
星球大战
And this next one's a bit hard.
Okay.
May the force be with you.
you.
力量属于你
Whoa.
力
That
量
was a
伴
fast
随你
response.
力量伴随你
May the force be with you.
There you go, Matt. And also he says, I love your show, and please say hello to the tone police. I need him to help me. My tones are bad. But he misspelled tone and said, say hello to the toe police. Isn't that cute?
I think if you're learning 7 languages, tone police
You
going
can
to
be-
go pretty easy on you.
Exactly.
Yeah. 7 languages. What a kid. I told you, not only are we edgy and cool, we've got smart people listening.
Right. And 14.
and the
And
next
14 years
generation
old.
of Chinese pot users
I would like to think that Chinese Spot is somewhat responsible for bringing in the new generation.
没错
Unless it sucks, which we're really sorry about. Something funny happened to me the other weekend. I actually go to meet my friend Pierre, who's actually running the camera. Hey, Pierre. Ça va? I go to see Pierre at a bar called New Heights, and I'm talking...
Oh, you were in a hot tub.
What's that?
You were in a
Pierre
hot
has the hot tub, not New Heights.
Bathhouse.
We really
You
can't
naked?
bring up
No?
again. Anyway, so we're at the bar, and Pierre and I are talking to a friend of ours, and she kind of looks behind me. She's like, "Check out Kenny G over there." So I turn around. There's this like big, tall man with like hair pulled back.
Talking about
my
hair,
gosh.
he
I'm
trumps mine.
Yeah, right. And I'm like, "Oh yeah, right. You know, funny." So I turn back around. She goes, "No, that's actually Kenny G." So I whip around and I elbow poor little tiny Kenny G.
Tiny?
Oh, he's little.
Didn't you just say a big tall man with big
Yeah.
hair?
Do you not listen to my stories?
I was
my friend says, check out Kenny G.
distracted by the camera.
And so I assume she's just comparing him, making fun of him, right?
Yeah.
So I kind of turn around to the big tall guy going, yeah. And she's like, no, behind you is actually Kenny G. So I elbowed him, tiny, hair pulled back. Yeah, so yeah. We felt really bad because everybody in the club was like, Kenny G.
Aw.
But I guarantee you he loves that because he walks in the club knowing he has a bigger after party, probably at Dragon Club, than all of us, knowing that people are making fun of him. So he kind of
He
has
should
that.
carry around that list you mentioned last time of 10 reasons Kenny G's cooler than you and
Yeah.
just distribute it to people.
I think Kenny G doesn't care if he's not that cool, but he is a tiny, tiny man, and he was in Shanghai, and apparently the show was, horrible from what I
Oh, really? Out of the water.
Yeah,
I
shocking.
appreciate the honesty.
Yeah, well, there you go. So, but speaking of music,
Speaking of music.
let's go from one end of the spectrum to the other. We have Kenny Ju, who came in town. And,
Kenny Ju.
Oh, sorry, Kenny G. I was looking at you, Kenny Ju. My apologies to anyone listening in the Golan Heights. So we have music that sucks, honestly, and people that really aren't that popular, to a band that is going to blow you away. Now, we need to introduce this band. I was just talking to the manager outside, and this is true about Cold Fairyland. They are kind of a two-part band. They're classical, but they're also rock. And the greatest thing these guys do, you have to catch a stage show, is they combine the two. So this is going to be, I guarantee you this is going to be beautiful, but I also want to take video of their next show because it is just an absolutely wonderful show. So you guys, you ready, Lindy? You cool? All right, hang on. We've got to do some quick setup. So, sorry. Can somebody talk about something? Jenny, can you tell us about your day?
我刚刚吃了午饭，我们有很多工作要做。然后今天很高兴，因为有 Cold
You
Fairyland，
know my trick. Oh, 真的。听不懂当时真的。All
当然
right.
很棒，我们赶快来
All right,
听
so
吧。
hang on. We have to move and try to set this up. Okay.
Okay.
Move 去哪里？
You're fine there.
哦
Okay.
You got to move.
Colleen, say something.
I think I have a mic.
Where are we taking you for your going dinner?
We're going to Hot Pot.
Yay!
Yes. And we got no...
Because we're cheap, so
we
we're
got
taking
no
you to
replacement
Hot Pot.
Colleen requests either.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay, here we go. Ready? Know what I mean?
Wow.
High five. Very nice. Very nice. Oh, sorry. Amazing job. Cold Fairyland.
太好听了，太棒了。
Yeah, we can come back. Now,
Where do we go from that?
well, I tell you.
Put ourselves in a very compromising position.
I tell you where we... Come back over.
Where do we go from that?
Well,
Thank you,
I tell you where you
guys.
go. You guys, thank you very much. Very, very much. It was absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to
awesome.
tell you where you go from that. You go to coldfairyland.com because, like I said, this was an acoustic performance. I called Lindy up 3 days ago. They came in. They were nice enough. This obviously isn't even a vocal, a music recording studio. You go to coldfairyland.com and you check out how many CDs do you have now? 3, almost 4?
5.
Almost 5. And when's the new one released?
Yeah, maybe next month.
Next month. Okay, so definitely check coldfairyland.com out.
Can buy them through the website?
Through the website,
你
yeah.
们在中国国内巡演 Do you tour inside China or internationally too?
In international. But it's not a really tour because we not enough time to tour.
Oh, wow.
They've been busy with the
买
new
CD,
album.
买他们的 CD.
Seriously, the CDs, I suggest actually just buying the entire discography because it's also. Do you have a live CD, right?
Yeah.
Was that in Europe or was it here?
Every RCD is here. You only can buy it from the internet.
From the internet, cool. Yeah, definitely something to check out.
Exclusive.
And we will, at their next show, we will show you footage because it is just such a beautiful, beautiful show. Amazing. So again, thank you guys very much.
谢谢.
Coldfairyland.com. I can't say it enough. How much time do we have? I mean, it's...
We have 4.5 minutes left.
4.5 minutes. We should have ended with them because that's the best part of the
Yeah,
show. Now it's
and
like...
now
Okay.
Toddy's are left with the three of us.
I know. We'll bring up 2 things. All right, 2 things. First of all, strong word of the week, which we haven't done in a few weeks. I want to know quickly how to call somebody lazy. You're very lazy.
That's something you get on a daily basis.
I think a lot of people are calling me lazy. I don't want to know.
懒.
Okay. And
Third
Good to
tone.
know.
third tone. All right. And as our New Year's resolution, with every strong word
We
comes a nice
counter
word.
it.
So it would be what, I guess, hardworking or something?
勤劳.
No.
Okay.
What about 努力? Is that the same? Okay.
Oh, well done.
Because I always hear that. Like, people say,
someone's
"Oh, you're
learning
switching to 努力." I'm like,
Chinese.
oh,
She
no, I don't
listens
really.
to the Chinese podcast, but she doesn't watch the Chinese pod video. That's very
Strangely
interesting.
enough.
I'm busy.
Yes, you are.
I'm a busy girl.
Yes, you are a busy girl.
I went
so
to Tongli
busy,
last weekend.
so busy
Oh.
that you've actually left your current social group for one of a higher calling, from what I hear, hanging out with
That's true.
people that speak to the man upstairs. Am I wrong?
Exactly. No, that's true. I spent last weekend chilling with a monk.
Now,
A
did you?
very wise and
A
old.
very wise monk, 94 years old.
So wise,
I
in
know.
fact, that he has to put some of his learnings from a higher being on 2 cell phones. Is that
On
right?
2 cell phones, yeah. Family friend of a friend, and he had 2 cell phones, a business card, Rolex. We were playing mahjong. He's chain smoking.
Very nice.
I learned how to play mahjong. It was really fun.
I'd like to point
He
out.
looks fantastic though from the photos.
Yes,
he looks
doesn't eat
only
garlic.
60 years old.
Alcohol, anything like that.
Okay, so I can now say that monks chain smoke. I'm
Yeah.
just saying. You know,
And
it's
you know
something-
what? There was a Chinese pod lesson a few weeks ago called Monks in a Temple on a Mountain that I listened to. I was like, this might be kind of useless. And every single word came in handy.
Seriously.
和尚.
I was like, so you're a
Yeah.
monk. Do you pray in a temple? That's
Yeah.
great.
Excellent job. Okay.
Go Chinese pod.
Bring him to a party.
Yeah.
And what he's like, you know, partying with a monk.
Probably pretty hip.
I think he's pretty hip. So we've got that. Oh, I do want to bring up something that we touched on last week. We mentioned very quickly about
Dating.
dating, and the fact that you don't see a lot of Western girls with Eastern guys. In fact, hang on, let's pause for a second so I can play that Pet Shop Boys song.
The Eastern boys and Western girls.
You get that?
I don't get that vibe. Sorry.
He was saying West End girls and East End boys, but it actually sounds like Western girls. And you don't.
I know what you're
No,
talking about.
sorry to be the only, not to be the only
I'm so
one
glad.
who tells you I don't get
I'm
it.
glad Cold Fairyland's here. Nobody else would watch this show.
It's
that
okay
bad.
because we played the clip, so now everybody will know.
That's true. But very interesting. I was back in Nanjing because I do love the town, and I was having this discussion with a local guy, and he said one of the reasons you don't see a lot of Western girls with Chinese guys is because growing up, Chinese guys see these. The only thing they know about Western women is from the movies. These very strong, be it Julia Roberts or even Greta Garbo, whoever, very
Farrah
strong.
Fawcett.
Farrah Fawcett, very strong, very independent, almost wild. And they think actually, being able to control that would be almost impossible, which is, I don't, I mean, is
you
that...
couldn't carry their purse, could you?
No, you could not carry the purse. Well, not with your own, actually. I mean, I don't know. Does that make sense? Does that sound like...
It totally doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, well,
But
because
is that the
you're also
general
not
feeling
dating
thing?
Chinese, or not dating Western women.
No.
Probably.
Yeah.
Right.
That's the main reason.
Yeah, I mean, do you think, I don't know, how much do we have 50 seconds left for Ginny Ju to explain. Here we go. Ask Ginny, why don't you see
Ask
more
Ginny.
Western women with Chinese guys? Go.
Because there are few Western women in China. Haven't you realized? There are more Western men than women in China.
Are there?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I think it's a cultural difference.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Chinese women are more adaptable to different cultures.
I don't know. You're the expert. You need to just say it with a bit more.
I am more
Yes.
adaptable to diverse cultures.
There you go.
So I'll date anyone from anywhere in the world.
Oh, please don't say that because here
Saturday
come
show
the
personals.
emails. Here come the emails.
Here we go.
Oh, I think it was.
Personal ads.
I think it was a damn good Saturday show.
That was great.
It's truncated. We bring in the
All
best band to
courtesy
catch here.
of
All
Cold
courtesy of
Fairyland.
Cold Fairyland. Thank you guys very much again.
you.
Amazing. I think that's about it.
That's about it.
That's it. I actually want to go listen to them play some more.
Awesome.
I will.
Let's hear
All right.
it.
Cool. See you guys next week.
See you next
See you.
week.
Bye. Zay way.